See,
John Moss.
I'm with you. I don't get why he can't. He's in touch with Stockley Park, obviously, with the VAR referee is. So he must have said, listen, check it. And he's told me, David Silva, that he got a touch to it, so check whether
But you can see
Raheem
it, Andy,
Sterling...
even if he hadn't admitted it, it does take a distinct
very slight.
change of
I know,
direction.
it's very slight, but in the life now where we're disallowing offside goals for 1 millimetre offside, then we have to take this to the nth degree then. If they want to do that, then go ahead. As I said, I don't want to see goals taken away off people, but David Silva admits he got a touch to it. You see the slight deviation in the ball, he got a touch to it. Therefore, Raheem is offside. Now, it might not mean anything in the big picture. They might well have gone on and won the game, but there's a massive difference here if you're Aston Villa between 1-0 down and 2-0 down.
Absolutely.
Kills the game.
Yeah, it kills the game.
And of course, when in doubt, what they've done is they've credited De Bruyne with the goal, who's not wanting it necessarily, but will take it because it means City go 2 up.
Yeah, you can't argue. People, Man City fans will say, well, hold on, David Silva never touched it, just De Bruyne's goal.
Yes,
you can see clearly he touches it. And also he's saying to the referee, because the referee has to make a note as whose goals it was.
Yes.
That's what part of his job is. So he's just gone, there, I touched it, right foot, just touched it with my toe there. OK, he's touched it with his toe. Can you check that Raheem Sterling's offside? Oh, still a goal. OK, it's a goal.
But it's staggering, isn't it? The VR have said there's no compelling evidence. There is. We can see the pictures. That's the evidence that's required.
No, the compelling evidence is when the person admits he did it. I don't care. I could commit a crime and there might be no compelling evidence, but I've had to turn around to a court of law and say, by the way, I did it. I think that's pretty compelling evidence. David Silva told the referee, I got it, right foot. There it is. Look, there you go. I pointed down, got it on my right foot. Yeah, I did. So what more compelling evidence do you need? I'm sorry. They make up the rules as they go along.
John Moss, incidentally, in VR this afternoon watching that.
I get that, and that's fine. No compelling evidence, right? But why do we have to take it to the nth degree on offside when 1 millimetre? Is that compelling evidence?
No.
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 There we go.
Right.
Communicate.
How can he not say to Moss, who's watching, oh, by the way, David Silva just said he got a touch on that.
He's told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is a most ridiculous start. Yeah, I know. You know what's amazing about this? Two things for me. I talked about the fullback. Look at him watching Raheem Sterling. Watching him. Gilbert. Now he reacts. Shocking piece of defending. Get yourself back goal side in case something happens. Also, Tyrone Ming should not mistime this header. He's about 4 inches bigger than Gabriel Jesus. Go and head it and deal with it. It's a pretty poor
Neither
header.
of them jump up.
No.
But you have to expect the defender makes the mistake.
Yeah.
So you need to cover your mate, and he doesn't do that on the right back there.
Oh, the right back. I mean, it's just poor defending from start to finish. But it shows you, when we talk about all this silky, wonderful, beautiful football that Manchester City play, where does the first goal come from? The breakthrough? It comes from the goalkeeper launching it 80 metres up the pitch.
Well, he knows where the goal is these days, doesn't he?
Yeah, terrific. Absolutely terrific. And that doesn't count his... Is that goals? Most goals. That doesn't count his assists. Must be plenty of them as well.
And then, of course, 2 became 3, and that's the point you make about the second goal.
Decent finish from Gundogan in the end, but I think Aaron's right that the second goal kind of knocked the stuffing out of Villa a little bit.
It does. I mean, yeah, it's a great finish.
Yeah.
Great finish. Good technique.
Yeah, it was. Very good. Very good.
I thought he had a good game today, Gundogan.
Yes. I know Raheem Sterling was given man of the match, but I agree with Jim Beglin, the commentator, that Gundogan has had as good a game as anyone today.
Yeah.
And that just about summed it up for him perfectly to get the goal. And City do what City do. They're patient. You know, they don't get, anxious at any time. They just keep playing and they keep playing and they keep playing and hope for that breakthrough. They got it. Did you do that?
I did do that. There's compelling evidence and
anxious at any time. They just keep playing and they keep playing and they keep playing and hope for that breakthrough. They got it. Did you do that?
I did do that. There's compelling evidence, Andy. I did do that.
No, there's not.
That's why I did it.
I saw you do it.
I admitted it. It was me.
I mean, that you can't argue. That's a booking.
Yeah.
I don't think you can the second, but the question is why? As Aaron says, when you're 3-0 up, you're cruising. Look what's back behind him. There's 3 there anyway.
Yeah, you see that in their games. They take they don't allow the other teams to have a counter-attack. They're taken down professionally, but this is just silly.
Yeah, it is. If this had been a kid, you'd be saying inexperience there showing, the 3-0 up, no need to get involved. But Fernandinho, see, sometimes when you're a player and you just return to type, you know, he's always played midfield. His job is, if someone breaks on us, you foul them. That's always been his job at Manchester City. And he's probably just got caught up, oh, they're breaking on us. They're going to let him go. 3-0 up. They're winning the football match.
Silly.
Yeah, you'll miss one as a result. OK, Aaron's taking a break. We'll be back with us for our third game this afternoon when we go to Turf Moor. Burnley play Chelsea there. But next up, it's Brighton. There are two other games going off at the same time, also live, of course, on our beIN Sports channels. And we'll show you the goals from them during the course of our second game at Brighton, wherever. OK, so whose goal was it? Actually, ref, mine. I got a touch. OK, so tell Stockley Park, who are looking at this, my goal, and therefore it probably shouldn't stand because Raheem Sterling was interfering in play as a result of the touch I got. But they've awarded it to Kevin De Bruyne. Here he is.
Are we sure about that? You claiming that goal?
No, I don't think so. David said he touched it, so I have no idea.
All right, that's all right. There's a big argument going on upstairs. In terms of the performance, it was a different City side in the second half. You exploded out of the blocks.
Yeah, I think we had some difficulties today to coming out. Maybe a little bit lack of intensity. The rhythm was not really there. But even then, I think in the first half we had a couple of chances that we could go up front. And I think the second half started really well with Raz's goal. And after, I think we had a good performance.
I suppose you used to side sitting in like Villa did for a lot of that half. They did create a couple of problems for you as well, though.
Yeah, in the first half they had a couple of counter-attacks and we didn't cope with it all the time really well. But it's going to happen, you know. We played on Tuesday that whole week, so sometimes they're a little bit fresher, but I think in the end we deserve to win.
Very satisfying performance, keeps the pressure on Liverpool, of course, as well.
Yeah, we're just doing our job, you know. It's such a long competition. We answered really well after the international break, 1-3 in a row, so let's keep it going.
The side has managed to get through some changes at the back. That sending off Fernandinho at the end, that could be crucial.
But you guys say the same, whatever is happening and whoever gets injured. It's part of the game, obviously. We have a lot of injuries, but I think we've been coping with it really well, and it's part of the game. It's not nice because obviously you want everybody to be there, but it's what it is.
Good man, Kevin. Thanks very much.
It's not going to make Dean Smith or John Terry all Villa players, and it probably might, well, probably wouldn't have affected the result. But there's a massive difference between getting what you're due and getting what they got. And I think Villa have suffered as much as any side through VAR wrong decisions this season, and we've seen another one today. Now, 1-0, they're still in the game. There's still a life about them. There's still an expectancy. Maybe we can nick one. At 2-0 away from home against that team becomes a really tough job, Richard. That's what they wanted. Just a little bit. I was going to say justice. Is that too strong a word?
No, you want what you're due. I've always said when you're one of the smaller teams and you go to places like Manchester City, Old Trafford, Liverpool, you just want what you're due. You're not looking for any favours.
No.
You want the decisions you should have.
Tell me
the
this
referees
then.
always, unfortunately, are swayed, I think, in those games, Andy. Historically, it's always been the case, as we know. But just one last time then. As we told you, whose goal was it? Kevin or David?
No, I don't think so. David said he touched it, so I have no idea.
There's the compelling evidence.
Well, no, I'm sorry, but what is so complicated that the referee in charge of the game today, having chatted to David Silva, who goes, yeah, cut it, just cut me on the end of the toe there. Why can't he say to the Stockley Park, there you go, he's pointing down, he's telling them. Now, surely this guy here has a responsibility to get straight onto Stockley Park and say, please judge the goal from the moment it touched David Silva's toe.
I am going to suggest to you that the reason for that is that Mike Riley is a control freak and wants to have the final word on everything. Thus, he doesn't allow referees to go to monitors. He wants
But he didn't
his
need
team
he didn't need to go to the monitor there.
No, but he wants to make the decision, Andy. He wants it left with his team in order that they can be useful.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Penalties, sendings off.
By the way,
that.
Riley should go. He's had enough time.
Yeah,
he had
has
all
had
last
time.
year. We were a year behind every other European league because they wanted to get it right. We're nowhere near right. It's a mess. Riley should go and give somebody else the chance now to get this right, because We are a laughing stock.
I can't believe that lack of communication. Please, referee, John Moss, John, back at Stockley Park. Right, look at that goal. Tell me, is Raheem Sterling judged offside from the moment it touches? I don't care whether you say there's no definitive evidence. I'm telling you, he's just told me he touched it.
I've spent a lifetime watching television pictures and saw straight away that there had been a touch there. Not that difficult. I'm 3,500 miles away.
You've got good eyesight, though. It's a shambles.
Let's go to Brighton.